It's Heritage Week and Melody Kleinsmith from Zico Museums of South Africa is joining me in studio. Now we're going to be chatting about what you should be teaching your children and maybe what you should be thinking about this Heritage Week. Hello.
Hi, and thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for coming in. Now I know everyone's looking forward to Thursday because we have the day off. I think a lot of people are going to be braaiing because Thursday is actually taking on another name, also National Braai Day. But I think when we're talking about heritage, braaiing isn't the only thing we should be thinking about. So, Melody, tell me, what does Heritage Week mean to you?
Well, we operate 11 national museums in Cape Town, and as the custodians of our heritage, we like to think of Heritage Day as more than just a braai. Like our national symbols, like our flag, like our insignia, who we are intrinsic to what our heritage is. So when you consider where we come from, what our art, our social history is, what our natural history narratives are, those are the elements that make up who and what our identity can be perceived as. So from a heritage perspective, I would say that all that we are, every aspect of our beingness, every part of our identity manifests itself in our heritage.
Now, what parts of South African history should we be thinking about? I know that's a little bit of a hard question because we have so much history and we can't go through each and every moment. But maybe let's take it from a parent's angle. What sort of parts of South Africa's history should we be talking about this week?
Well, as a parent myself, I am the mother of a Troyosaurus and a Chaosaurus rex. And at the Zico South African Museum, we have an exhibition called African Dinosaurs. And one of the things that I feel is not quite understood or very little known is the fact that our fossil record is one of the richest in the world. And at the Zico South African Museum, visitors have the opportunity to engage and experience with fossils, our natural history, dinosaurs, and the world that we have lived in, or the world that we are continuing to live in, our planet, Mother Earth. And so those are also part of our heritage. And I think one of the most important and most significant things for me is that people don't know that Carcharodontosaurus, which is a dinosaur, an African dinosaur by the way, is larger than Tyrannosaurus rex.
What?
Yes. So on Heritage Day, I think it is one of the important activities that mums and kids need to do is to explore our African heritage and to visit the Zico South African Museum.
I think dinosaurs are going to get children interested in, they can get children interested in absolutely anything. As adults, what should we be thinking about this Heritage Day?
I think identity is a very important aspect of our heritage that we need to consider. As global citizens, as members of Facebook, as the online community increases and encroaches on what is considered traditional boundaries, who we are, where we come from, how our past have shaped our beingness, essentially, is one of the ways in which we as adults need to think and contemplate and consider in terms of how we then move forward. What do we then expect of ourselves? And how do we move forward with that vision?